Okay, so only in Canada do we actually consider this type of idea, I guess, related to showing properties in cold weather. So, as a bald man, I feel the cold, and really, actually, at this point, I feel it in my hands. Oh my God, the digits. Ooh, let me tell you. So, I've actually been on a quest for probably the warmest mitts around, and there are all kinds of different options, but I can tell you, I'm trying these, and I think I'm a fan. So these are these gloves. You'll see this big OR outside. I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but I did find them, and they are a very popular item. Places like MEC, Mountain Equipment Co-op, do sell them, etc. And I'm not sure they sell this exact brand, but this particular one is an interesting glove. So there are a couple of different types of situations. This situation is that it is a glove liner. And many liners are actually quite decent on their own, and of course they're nice and thin, and they kind of give you that isotoner situation. People do complain that the little rubber dots do come off at this point. However, one of the things that I was most impressed with was this. So you'll see this little slide on here. It's a pocket on the back, and no, it's not for your keys or change, but I guess it could be. What it does come with is a second, like a weatherproof sleeve. So what's interesting in this particular sleeve, it just looks like a typical nylon sleeve, and it's for the rain and the snow, etc. at this point, but it does have that same technology on the inside that's a reflective heat situation. So you put the glove on, and then of course you put the space age mitt over top, and it works quite well on its own to keep the heat inside so your digits don't kind of, not work at this point. However, with that pocket, you can also get these little hand warmers or feet warmers or whatever. You'll see them. You can buy these at the dollar store or actually in bulk at Costco. And what's neat about it is you open it up out of the package. It's got one of these little packets right here. You give it a good smack at that point, and all of a sudden this chemical on the inside actually goes right inside the glove, so it's not touching your hand. And then, of course, you zip it up, you put the glove on, and then you put the extra weatherproof glove on. So you've got part A and part B, depending on the weather, depending on how cold it is outside. And voila! Good gloves, lots of dexterity at this point. I'm sorry you cannot use your smartphone with them at this point, but I'm sure you could put something on the fingertips, etc. I tend to take my gloves off anyway to use the phone, but these are the gloves. Was I crazy about the price? No, I can tell you that it was north of 60 bucks, even on eBay, which is normally my place for go-to when it's actually a good cost. But the difference was I saw people talking about the MEC purchase and just looking at the liners. And what they said that they missed was obviously the pocket and, of course, the overglove that goes on. So if you want nice, warm hands in all seasons, all weather conditions, treat yourself. Get these.